Hello dear students, I am Tosavanta Duan, teacher educator, Government Elementary Teacher Education Institution, Balasur. I welcome all the people teachers to this digital learning session as sponsored by Government Elementary Teacher Education Institution, Balasur. In this class, I am going to discuss with you about the NCF 2005 imperatives with regard to English learning. So all of you are requested to participate in it actively, and you have to comment on the comment box whatever the question arise in your mind, and we will solve that. I will try to clear your doubt. So, and further you are requested to keep pen and paper so that we can write the major points and during the time of discussion. So before discussing, we have to take some statements. I am saying you some statements. You have to think and say whether they are true or false. A child of 4 years can communicate with others in its mother tongue on a topic it knows. A child of 4 years, uh, he or she can communicate with others on a topic it knows. You have to think whether it is true or false. Learning the rules of grammar enables one to speak fluently. Learning of rules of grammar help one to speak fluently. So, fluency in speaking need grammatical knowledge of that language. Children can produce infinitive number of sentences after they know the rules of grammar. After the children know the rules of grammar, they can produce infinitive number of sentences. Whether it is true or false, we have to think. Then exposure to language is the prime source of language acquisition. Exposure to language. Once children are given exposure to a language, that means huge amount of words related to different object, place and person of that language, if available in their environment, then it helps them to acquire the language skill. They acquire the language very easily. You have to think. Then a child does not know any English words before going to school. A child does not know any English word before going to school. That means after going to school, children are given the opportunity of having the English words. Before going to school, they have no English words in their mind. You have to think whether it is right or wrong. Children learn a language in a better way in collaboration with each other. If we talk about the language, learning of language or acquisition of language, children learn a language. We are talking about the learning of language. Children learn a language very effectively if when they are with their friends, family members, etc. So collaboration with other is helpful in learning language. Whether it is true or false, we have to think. Then translation is effective for proper communication. For proper communication, we need translation. We need mastery on translation. Whether it is true or false, we have to think. Then rote learning is unnecessary to learn English. Rote learning is not helpful in learning English. Is it true or false? You have to think. The learner should be made free from the stress of examination. Stress of examination. Learner should be free. When we are talking about the learning of any language, that may be English or any other language, in that field, examination stress should not be in the mind of the students. Then children learn better when they are respected. You will respect children, then they learn better. You have to think and say whether they are true and false. So all the statements what we have discussed here will help you to know how does language come to mind. How does language, any language, come to our mind, we know. So some ways must be seen by you how a language come to our mind. Now you have to think and write some ways how does language come to mind. One way is given here, through natural setting. Through natural setting, a language comes to our mind. So you have to write some ways in your own how language come to our mind, what you are thinking, you have to write. Then language acquisition and language learning. Now we will discuss about the language acquisition and language learning. What is language acquisition and what is language learning? Children can acquire one or more languages when they get adequate exposure to them. The children have the capability of learning one and more language when they are getting exposure to that language. For this, they need opportunity to work with those languages. For this, they need opportunity to work with those languages. Acquisition is an unconscious process. It is not a conscious process. Unconsciously, we are acquiring some languages. If we are exposed to that language, if we are working with that language, in case of English, a second language in our context, children need to learn. English is a second language for us in our Indian context. So here we are not acquiring that language as it is not vastly available as our mother tongue. So children, our country need to learn it. Learning a second language is different from acquiring one's mother tongue. We are acquiring our mother tongue in a natural setting very easily, but learning English is different from that. As children get plenty of mother tongue exposure, they acquire it easily. Our mother tongue is available everywhere. We are facing different words of our mother tongue every day, every time, every moment. So acquiring our mother tongue is very easy. We are acquiring that in a natural way. Exposure to English is not adequately available in and around our surroundings. So acquisition of English language is difficult for us. So we have to learn English. So our children face problem in acquiring it. As plenty of English words, variety of English words are not available every time, every moment. We are not facing those words every moment. So our children face problem relating to that. They need to learn it in an artificial setting in school. So what our students need? They need to learn it in an artificial setting in a school. So now we'll discuss about some reason for non-attainment of objective by our teachers, such as content analysis of the text. Our teachers are facing problem in content analysis, identification of language items intended for learning. They are not able to identify the language items. Then designing learning activities for translation. They are not designing learning activities properly for transaction. Then using content analysis for developing lesson plan. They are also facing problem in using content analysis in developing lesson plan. So all these problems, behind all these problems some reasons are there. Why our teachers, our English teachers are facing such type of problems, some reasons are here, and NCF 2005 has identified some important reasons behind all this. So we have to discuss that. The reasons may be teaching the alphabet, words, phrases and sentences. NCF 2005 says that reason may be relating to the alphabet, relating to the teaching of alphabet, words, phrases and sentences in the same way or same order, with the presumption that language learning is a linear growth, is not true. Then we will discuss about other reasons, that we are not understanding the process how language comes to our mind. Our English teachers do not give importance on how language comes to our mind. First, our English student need to identify or need to research how English language or other language comes to our mind. That may be our mother tongue. How language comes to our mind. The way they must identify, so that they can teach those students, or they can help the students to learn English language. Then a second language learning is a process in which varying degrees of learning and acquisition can both be beneficial. Learning a second language, it require both learning and acquisition, depending on the learner's own style and strategies. But we are not giving importance to that. Our English teachers are not giving importance to that. They are doing their activities in their own way. They are not giving importance to that. Some students are learning in that way. Some students need to acquire. So acquisition and learning, both these are very helpful for the students depending on their style and strategies. Then there are the needs for mimicking the process of language acquisition along with some explicit teaching of learning. There are the needs of mimicking. Then we will discuss about the important guiding principle of language acquisition. Important guiding principle of language acquisition. What are the guiding principle of language acquisition? We have to discuss here. First, we will discuss NCF on teaching English. What the statements of NCF on teaching English, we have to discuss it. Every human child is gifted with a language system that is called language acquisition device. So all the students, all the children are uh, gifted with a language acquisition device. The progression of language acquisition is spiral. It is not linear. The progression of language acquisition is spiral. So it progress from whole to part. Language acquisition progress from whole to part, not part to whole. It needs the reoccurrence of linguistic facts in need-based and meaningful context. It needs reoccurrence of linguistic facts in the meaningful context. It is not acquired through words in isolation and discrete structure of the language. Language is whole and language is context. Imitation has no role to play with the language acquisition of a language. Language does not only mean the totality of LSRW, not only the listening, speaking, reading and writing are the main way of learning a language or acquisition of language. It also demands on inner competence of the learner to work perfectly or to apply those skills in meaningful linguistic context when required. Then we will see language acquisition take place only in a collaborative context. It is the views of Vygotsky and Berner. Vygotsky and Berner, they says that language acquisition takes place only in a collaborative context. So our English teacher must help the students to acquire English language with the help of friends, family members and others. The child gets ample scope to use the language with the family members, friends, neighbors and other people with whom it comes in contact. So our English teacher should prepare such environment or help students so that they can learn English or acquire English language in a collaborative way. There always a period of silence in the process. In the language acquisition process, there are always a silence period. The child listen a lot before any articulation of sounds, before creating any sounds, the child learns, child listen a lot. It is around 10 months when it begins to babble ma or fa, then speaks phrase, sentence and utters a whole discourse. So the child, it takes 10 months for articulation of any words, phrase or sentences. The period of silence makes it get ready cognitively and psychologically. So the silence period, it helps the child to get ready cognitively and psychologically. This is the ready moment for the child. This is the processing moment of the child, that it is a cognitively and psychologically ready for articulation of words, phrase and sentences. The output is more than the input that it gets in the contextualized linguistic environment. It internalizes the meaning of the words through context of its own. First, the child internalizes the meaning of the words, then it articulates the words or phrase and sentence. So, grammar is not the route for developing primary and usable knowledge. Grammar is not the only way for developing primary and usable knowledge. It can serve as an instrument for increasing language repertoire. It helps in developing language repertoire, increasing language repertoire. It is not only the way. So all the students are requested that they have to comment in the comment box whether they are understanding this or not, and all students are requested to study this again and again so that they can understand. It is very important for the English teacher to help the students to learn English as it is a second language in our context. Huge variety of English words are not every time, every moment available for us. So in the artificial situation in the school, we have to help the students to learn the English language as we require to adjust with the environment. The children need some English language so that they can progress in their life. So very thanks to all of you for watching this video. Thank you.